I ran 4 miles the other day. All right, now that's cool. Now sometimes I post that on Instagram on my story, and I'll just put like how many like miles I ran or like calories I burned or whatever, and I'll post that on my story. And then first of all, people will be like, "Oh man, you talk shit about this in your last special," which is so wrong, and I didn't. All I did, what I was making fun of, are the people who are super inspirational on Instagram, and me posting a picture of that is not that. But people love to fucking be like, "Oh, the pot calling the kettle black," you know. Anyway, I did that, and then I was like, so I can run like a fucking like straight shot, like I can keep that under a 9 minute mile if I'm doing fucking 4 miles, right? And then I was like, what can I do? How can I run? Like, what's the fastest I could run a mile? And it's around 8 minutes. Like, I can do an 8 minute mile, okay? And then I was like, what's the fastest mile ever ran? And it's recorded, and it's 3 minutes and 43 seconds, okay? So I was like, how fast is that? Like, when you're doing it, you know? Because when you watch the guy do it, you're like, okay, these guys are probably, who knows how tall they are, but they're so lanky, and it just looks like they're just jogging, right? So I looked it up, and then I fucking tried to hit it on the treadmill. Hey, man, I can't even get to that fast. Dude, these guys can do it for a mile. I can't even top speed it there. I can go. People are like, there was a thing on. It was like, I was like, what is like a really good fast mile that you can try and do? And it's like a 5 minute mile. That's fucking too fast. You're sprinting the whole time. And I got news for you. I'm not Kenyan. I'm a fucking white guy from New Jersey. That's so fast. A 5 minute mile? And I was like, what kind of mile, like what kind of fast, like how fast is that? And I did it. And by the way, when I do my 4 miles, I do sprints too, and then I slow it down. And then I do a sprint, and then I slow it down. By the end of the 4th mile, my back and my abs were like, oh God, okay, we got to stop. It's not your legs, dude. My legs could keep going. When I was done, I was like, dude, good thing I stopped. My back would have gave the fuck out, dude. 3 minutes and 43 seconds? That's insane. By the way, if I started running, like, we know humans can run for miles and miles, or for miles. If I was the first human and I ran 4 miles, I would be like, hey, everybody, just so you know, that's as much as you can run as a human. It's bad for the body if you go any longer than that. And everyone would be like, oh, okay. So all I'm saying is, good thing I'm not the fucking first human, man. We would have been a bunch of fat, lazy pieces of shits. I would have been like, hey, 4 miles, that's it. Top speed, 5 minute mile. You can go about, that's it. Any faster than that, your knees blow open and your back gives out and you die. You die if you go faster than that. And Kenyans would be like, what are you talking about? We would have met a bunch of Kenyans and it would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And we'd be like, yeah, you guys are going to die early. And then they just keep running and they never stop.